This is an energy clearing slash block removal reading for Heart Infusion. That was the name that your guides came through with. So I'm going to go ahead and surround myself in light as always. Whoa. Okay. Okay. All right. Need to get kind of clear on what to do here because I'm having a hard time seeing the light at all. This feels like you are in a really, really dark place where you feel like you cannot get out of. And this is some very, very heavy energy. And I feel it right on my solar plexus, and it's this emotion. I don't even know how to describe this emotion. Definitely feeling like there's no way of getting out of something, but it almost feels, especially since it's on the solar plexus, this is the chakra that produces your energy. It also feels like a physical drain. So we definitely, I'm glad that you wanted the energy clearing also, because this, I don't know if you get sick often, but this could definitely lead to that because this is a physical drain. It's very physical. So I'll just throw in that I hope that you're, that you're taking care of your body, that you're really eating the right foods, that you're eating, plant-based foods, a lot of vegan food, and drinking a lot of water, and just, taking care of your body in a physical way as well, making sure that you're getting a lot of nutrients, because it doesn't feel like something is sucking my energy. It doesn't feel like an energy vampire thing. It feels like this cloud, but with this heaviness, this heavy feeling, almost like it's like something is pushing on me energetically. And also kind of enveloping me, and it feels like it just goes down. And then I've never had that before, where I can't see, where I can't visualize the light right away. So that's your guides trying to describe a feeling. They're describing this feeling to me, like you feel like there is no light, like there's no way out of this energy that you've acquired. So okay, so I have a guide coming up though, and surrounding me in some light. So okay, so I definitely feel a little bit lighter now, but it's still this feeling on my solar plexus isn't going away, and they're kind of showing me like these fists just kind of like punching you in this solar plexus all the time. So this is taking energy, and especially from there. And so physically, I mean, this could obviously an immune system thing, because this is kind of an overall energy, but also this could be causing now, or it could eventually, if it weren't cleared, lead to stomach ailments. And again, especially if you're not taking care of yourself and getting proper sleep and getting proper nutrients into your body. And even the name Heart Infusion, I almost feel like in a way that is somewhat physical too, the name. To make sure that you're kind of flushing yourself out with liquids, especially water. And you definitely don't want to drink anything toxic. That's for sure, especially not drinking. So, you know, no kind of like sodas and anything with sugar. That would have to be cut out. If you are drinking that would need to be cut out, because in order to clear this, you really have to make sure that your body is more alkaline, that it has more liquids in it, and the healthy kind, not any kind of toxic liquid. Even like if you want to like have more like soups, like broths. And they're showing me a sun, and the sun is kind of peeking out over here in the corner, and it is definitely visible, but I see you kind of looking here, like you're not seeing it, you're not really taking notice of it. So they are saying that some of this is your own mental outlook. But they also acknowledge that it is kind of hard when when you have this energy on you. It's cold in this room. Okay. Now they were kind of giving me a feeling of ancestry before. And now they're showing me like a book that's opening, and I see a tree. So they're talking about your family tree. So some of this is passed down. So now this might go back kind of further than you would be aware of. I actually feel like this does go back a bit. But they're with this kind of intense energy, it probably you could probably think about who else was influenced by this that came before you. So even family members that you do know about, that are alive now or that you knew when they were alive. Um, okay. So yeah, just think about that, and even journal this and write it down. Who I'm even getting the word dwell. Like, you don't exactly want to dwell on negativity, but they're saying that it's not really about negativity. It's that you do need to kind of put some time into thinking about, okay, where did this come from? That passed down to me. Where did this start? Who am I influenced by? And obviously, it could be both sides of your family, but it could also be like one side of your family. And it might even seem like both, but I still feel like there's going to be one side especially that would stand out to you the most, that had more of this energy of feeling left behind, like you were saying, feeling like they can't really accomplish their desires or wishes, and like things don't work out for them, or even like even almost like accidents this type of energy could cause. So some of this is generational. Like, I was expecting before the reading, I was figuring that we were going to go into some kind of past life. And maybe, there are some past lives that add to it, but it does feel especially like a generational thing is what your guides are pointing out. Now, even though I'm getting a lot of solar plexus, I had I what am I saying? Okay. Okay. But yeah, before the reading, when I was picking out the crystals for the clearing, I grabbed pretty much all yeah, they're all heart chakra crystals. I have a green fluorite, and then I have two rose quartz. Wow, brain. It's from the energy. Okay, and then always I grab my selenite wand. That's just, I automatically grab that for an energy clearing. So there's a piece of lint flying around. Okay, so I'm feeling one of these rose quartzes. So I'm going to go ahead and start this clearing. There's a female that I keep feeling. But this feels like it's back a little bit further, like maybe grandmother, great-grandmother. It doesn't feel as recent, but I feel like this goes back even a little bit further than her. This is just this energy that's kind of been carried down. That's so weird. I just realized that popped into my head before the reading. I was barely even conscious of that. I wasn't even thinking that that was part of the reading. I thought that, I don't even know what I thought about it, but it kind of entered my head when I was thinking about your reading. I just had this thought about how sometimes women, especially, back further, they kind of carried an energy like they felt like they couldn't really do what they wanted, just because of the time period, and they would feel like they can't really do anything with their life exactly that they would necessarily want to do, other than what they were strictly allowed to do and what was pretty much enforced for women during the time period. I also pick up on a past life, though, however, where you actually had a similar experience, and this was here on Earth, where you were female and you, yeah, you were feeling this type of energy, like no matter what you did, you couldn't do anything that you wanted to do. Like all of your hopes and dreams and desires, they were unfulfilled. And there was just this kind of like listless kind of give up feeling, because you felt, like I said, given the time period, you just really couldn't do anything about this. And I'm getting 1700s with that lifetime. I also feel like the lifetime was not, okay. Okay, that's intense. I also feel like the lifetime was kind of cut short, but I feel like you did this because you just couldn't stand this anymore, and you didn't want this energy anymore. And so this is both. This is a generational thing and it's a past life thing. It's like you came into this energy now because you want to clear it. You want to clear this thing in a past life. And whenever I pick up on like a suicide energy, sometimes that is a kind of heavy energy. This feels like a kind of recent lifetime too. They're also pointing that out, that it wasn't like super, super, super far back. Like you might have had like a couple of lifetimes, like 1 or 2 lifetimes in between that and the one that you're in now. And also it's coming through that those were also on Earth, almost like that lifetime almost, they're saying like glued you to Earth a bit, because just because you needed to clear this, it's not like a punishment or something. They're not saying that, especially with what you were going through. So it's not like a punishment or a blame. or like you did that wrong, or this was a bad thing. I mean, it's never good to take your own life, obviously, but mostly, in this case, yeah, they're not like blaming you. It didn't cause any kind of punishment. It just caused this excess energy that you're dealing with. So it's not a punishment in any way. It's just that there was such a bad feeling that it was on you. And this was very much heart chakra energy that I'm getting. Now, I'm also getting a feeling like you were in this relationship with someone that you didn't want to be married to, but I'm feeling like he was actually very abusive towards you. They're saying emotionally abusive, but then they're also saying physically abusive. Okay, so they're saying that you have other questions. So now they want to go ahead and go into the clearing. They're saying the water again. And now I'm going to drink some. So, okay, so I'm doing the clearing, but the reason that they're saying the water is because they're saying that this clearing is not going to totally do it. Part of it is physical. You're going to have to wash out like toxins and things. There are other things that you're going to need to do also, though, but they're not really saying that. Okay, and a couple of things I might just say to you in the email, because that's more what I'm feeling when I write you about the reading. Okay, so even though this is in the solar plexus, it started in the heart. Okay, it manifested in the heart chakra. That's where it really took root. But it was in the heart chakra because it was an emotion, but it was also a mental thing. So it was also crown and third eye, and your throat also, because it was about your expression, and then in that one too, and also the shoulders, because it had to do with your generation, something generational. So the shoulders for me have to do with something generational, because it's like what you carry onto you from somebody else, what's placed onto you, whether it's positive or negative, from someone who came before you in your family line. So even in that lifetime, some of this was also generational in that lifetime as well, and specifically with the women especially. Okay, I'm getting both. I get both energies here. They want to go ahead with the clearing because you have other questions, but then I'm also feeling like they would really like to address this more. Like, I feel like they have more to say about it, but I know you have other questions and they want to go into those, and we've got about 35 minutes left. So I don't feel like we really have time to go into it as much as they might want to. I don't really know what they're going to decide here, because like I said, I'm feeling both energies. Okay, but okay, so part of this is a foot thing too. It has to do with path, where the path doesn't manifest physically. Not only that, where desires and things don't manifest physically. Okay, but like I said, the root of it is really in the heart, so that's where they want me to focus at first. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and grab this selenite too, because I think we need kind of a double boost of energy here. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna grab them all. Got a whole party of crystals here. Okay, so I'm just gonna visualize this energy going into your picture, into your heart chakra. Okay, so disappointment, your guides are saying that they're clearing disappointment. There is a guide coming up, and he's also assisting with the energy. It's not. Okay. And I'm also getting a picture of you just sitting and relaxing and taking some deep breaths, and you have your hands kind of on your lap, and your palms are open like this. And that's what they want you to do while we're sending this energy. So they're saying to be as relaxed as possible. Take care of your body and be relaxed as possible, and not to be too hard on yourself. Or overly worked up or stressed or anxious. Because this is about releasing this energy, not holding on to it. So part of this clearing comes from again, a mental outlook, and then like an emotional well-being. So they're kind of coming in with this energy, like, just, take a day off, relax, and also to not have like a lot of external noises, just for like a day. Just meditate, relax. And start, like, they're actually coming in with like once a week. Like, just kind of take a day off to yourself once a week if you're able to do that. Like, yeah, they're saying you can make time for yourself. Just, for like one day a week, just really focus on relaxing, clearing, and letting go. Just letting go. And they're saying like unwinding, just deep breathing. And they're even, I'm even hearing chanting, just whatever's going to get you to just relax and also increase your level of vibration. because your vibration is naturally high. But this energy is lowering it, but it's naturally high. I mean, even with this energy on it, feeling your energy in the picture, you still feel higher than the average person to me. Your energy still feels like is vibrating higher. And this is just because you think outside of the box more. You're not stuck in one way of being like the average person is, where they're just living their life in this structured way that they have been confined to through conditioning. So they're saying that it's about reconditioning this energy, because in this lifetime it's like mentally you are more clear, even though they do talk about the mental outlook on your life a bit. Still, you don't feel as confined as you did then, partly because you're a man and you needed to come in with a man's energy, a man's body to clear this out. You were not going to clear this by coming in as a woman. So it's specifically a woman that you are especially looking for. So is there a woman in your family? Because and they're saying that they don't want to like tell me who this is, because they want you to sit, they want you to think and almost like figure this out. Because there is someone in your family more recently, so it does go further back, but this is someone in your family more recently, like I said, like a great grandmother or a grandmother, someone that you can possibly know something about, that you do know something about. So not someone distant that you really don't know about. So who especially had this energy? Because when you figure that out, then you could also get a cord clearing with this person. There's actually someone that I can recommend also for cord clearing who's very good at it. But that's, again, once you know who this person specifically is. Okay. Okay, rose quartz number 2. Now this rose quartz is actually sending the energy in the shape of a heart, a pink heart, and it looks exactly like, you know, those little rose quartzes that they sell sometimes in like New Age shops, where they're in the shape of a heart. It looks exactly like that. It doesn't just look like a color, it looks like a crystal in the shape of a heart is what it's sending. And I'm actually seeing these in your hands. So you could get like 2 of these. And again, I'm getting the chanting and things, and you can hold them. You can hold them in your hands and meditate with those as well. Ooh. Okay, my lower back is really starting to hurt. The lower back, generally, there are two things that this has to do with, usually. It either has to do with like a financial block, or it has to do with family support. It can be physical, like financial, or like a roof or something, you know, but it also can mean like emotional support, and that's what this one feels more like to me. It feels like an emotional grounding that wasn't as there as really it could have been. So even with your own family, I get that kind of left behind energy a little bit. Like you didn't exactly feel like all of your emotional requirements and needs were totally fulfilled when you were growing up. Even if the physical ones were, I don't really feel necessarily like you felt like the like you got emotionally fulfilled adequately. So even if they tried to, it just doesn't feel like you felt that you really got fulfilled in that way. So this is more about a feeling, especially. So I'm not really picking up on how they acted exactly, how they treated you exactly. They aren't really saying that. I mean, you know, so I don't know. It could have been good or bad, you know that. But regardless, however it actually was for you, there was still this feeling like there was something lacking, like almost like you were abandoned in some way emotionally, like you felt somewhat empty emotionally, like they weren't providing you with the necessary emotional fulfillment, your family. And that's in this lifetime. That's the feeling that's coming through. Okay. Okay. So they want to come to a question now. I'm going to leave a couple of crystals up here. For some reason, they want me to show you this one too. This is my green fluorite. And any um, green or pink crystals can help with this heart infusion that they want to do to bring these new energies into your heart chakra and almost replace old ones. But I also get white. I get white crystals also, which is kind of a neutral color. Okay, so they want to come to these questions now. Okay, so question one is, we're good with that. Okay, so they're going to question 3 here, which is the one about your spirit guide. Okay, so he's coming up behind me. He feels slightly androgynous, but he feels predominantly male. So he's probably just a very balanced masculine angel. He's holding this egg in his hand. So he's actually saying that all of your dreams and desires that you want to fulfill, they're in this egg that he is holding. And so he's saying that he has them there. They're secured, and that they can come about, that there's no worries there. There's about your future. In the future, you do clear this, and in the future, in this lifetime, things do start to manifest for you and get rolling for you. Okay, a little bit more water. He keeps coming in with a year, like within about a year. This will really, really, really clear. This will be a lot clearer. And even a little bit sooner than that, I'm getting like kind of 9 months, 10 months, even 8 months. You're gonna, it's like as you progress with clearing this, you're gonna start to feel better and better as you go. But he's saying within about a year, it's gonna be like more fully cleared, where he's holding out the egg again, like where this egg comes into action, where these desires start. He's giving me the word fruitful, fruitfully manifesting. So he's saying to hang on. He's saying that this won't be forever, but there's just some deep things like that you have to work through. Wait a minute. That's his name. Why are you giving me his name? Are you an aspect of, you're an aspect of him? Okay. Okay, this is a future aspect of yourself. And he's actually answering the 4th question too, the origin question, because he's coming as this angel. He's specifically saying archangel. So he's saying that's your origin, that is the being type that you are. So he's not really giving origin necessarily as in like what, like planet or galaxy that you come from, but he's saying more like a dimension that you come from. like an angel, archangel dimension. And he's saying where everything is very clear, everything is very pure, and he's saying that he is back to that vibration where it's physically manifested and almost like he's donned it again onto like his full embodiment. He's saying physical, emotional, energetically, mentally. So he's giving me your name again. I don't think I've ever gotten that before in a reading either, where the guide actually gave the person's name as their name. But yeah, he's coming in with this very strongly, that he is an aspect of yourself. He is a future aspect of you. And so he knows how to clear all this stuff. He knows that it's taken care of in the future. He knows that you don't have anything to worry about, and almost like there's no pressure, that you have to stop pressuring yourself, that it will happen, that it will work out. But he's saying that it does take time. Because he's saying that he's saying that it's going to take about a year. Now that you know what these things are and you can really start clearing them, it's going to take about a year, he's saying, for it to fully really clear, where you can start manifesting your dreams and wishes. But then there's the journey of manifesting them. So right now he's saying that you're going on this journey of clearing it. He's saying first there was the journey of, I am stuck. I am experiencing loss and confusion about what my path is, he's saying, and not knowing what road to take and not knowing what would actually manifest. He's saying trying different things and not really working. And he's also saying this blasé feeling, where you kind of give out part of the way. Even if it was working, sometimes it's like the thing that works out is the thing that you don't really want, the thing that you kind of come to the conclusion, I thought I wanted that, but it doesn't bring me emotional fulfillment. There again with the emotional fulfillment. So he's saying, he's going like this. So he's saying that you need to branch these two, that's what's going to happen. That not only are your desires going to manifest, but also you're going to find that they are true desires, that you do want them. So there's not this blasé feeling where you feel like, like, never mind, I don't want to go down this rabbit hole. I would like to choose another direction that I feel is most beneficial for me, emotionally, again. And as far as my path, where I feel like I'm centered fully on my path. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So he's saying, as far as connecting with him, just these things that they've already been saying, to meditate with, especially they're showing me the rose quartz. Now, obviously, you know, you can meditate before you have those, but you can easily find those in like a new age shop, or you can just go online and find those. Those are really common, or maybe you even have them. You probably don't, though. You're probably gonna have to buy those, is kind of the feeling coming in. And He's specifically, again, he's saying two of them because he's saying that this is gonna balance out your. He's saying masculine and feminine. It's good that you came in this form this time, because you can clear this as a man. As a woman, you could not have cleared this in this lifetime, and not in past lifetimes. You wouldn't have been able to clear that, not even in this one. It wouldn't have been cleared in that form. So you had to take on this form. So these masculine energies are really going to, like, knock this back. Okay, so he's coming to the second question. So this is the one about I have a second guide coming up too that I feel, wait. Yeah, that is a second guide. And I think that they are coming up specifically for this question. But I'm still getting that this stuff has to be cleared before your psychic abilities and all can really come forward. But I also keep getting the rose quartz, and I keep seeing that you're putting it on your head. So some of this is like chakra clearing, chakra attunement, which you can do on your own. For some reason, the cord cutting, because it felt kind of deep to me. That was coming in like when you figure out someone that this especially would go to, and it might even be more than one female person, and maybe male too. Okay, but especially female. So I don't feel that I should exclude the the masculine energy here completely either, because this would have passed down, to this, you're a guy and this passed down to you. So obviously this definitely could have passed down to other male ancestors. It's just that the female ancestry was coming in the most strongly. So this might go to multiple people, and there was one person that was specifically sticking out the most. But anyway, it was coming in for the cord clearing. Once you know who that is, that just because of how deep it is, you might want to do that with like a physical person who helps you with the cord clearing. But the chakra attunement, yeah, you could go to someone and that would help. Sure, it would help. Or even Reiki attunement. But I get that they are still saying that you're going to need some physical help, like sessions, okay? Just like you got this clearing. They're saying that there are some other things that you're going to need to do. Like this. But the chakra attunement, this is something that you can really do on your own. Or on your own as well, anyway. But I get that you could do that primarily on your own, or even all on your own, that part of it. But I feel like there might be like several um like some kind of psychic, intuitive, healing type sessions that you get in the coming, like almost in like the next couple of years. And the second year, once you've really cleared this out, they're saying that you have to work on sealing yourself with positive energies, so that you don't have any like doors open that could let this come back to you, let it back in. You want to seal all of it off tight. So that's why you still might be, you still might be having some outside like human help, as they're saying physical. And this isn't just like sessions with me. This is sessions with multiple people. I feel other people. It's not just one other person. There are other people. Um, and different genders also. They're actually saying primarily female. He's saying primarily female. You need women to help you with this. But I get male too. I do feel I do feel some men as well that are gonna help you get a clearing for this. And he's saying that you're going to be guided along the way as to what to do. But he's saying that all of these things are going to help with your psychic abilities. And in some ways they can't fully answer the question now, just because you're just because you need to clear these energies before that could come up through more. However, they are saying that you are empathic. Um, but also, I get the feeling that you already know that, or at least to a degree, you know that. And also, I get healing energy as well, and even almost like a guidance counselor type of energy where you know what to do, which might not come through right now exactly. That you do have that quality about you where you could actually guide others, especially once you have cleared yourself more. Once you go down this journey, like he was saying, you have the journey of I'm stuck, and then you have the journey of let's clear this out. Now we're clearing it. And he's saying that these are all things to be explored, and he's saying be excited about. So when he says, it might take like a year for this to fully clear, he's not saying this in like a drudgery. He's saying, first of all, this is like this is pretty deep. This is a deep thing. It's a heavy thing. It's a heavy energy. And so obviously it's going to take some time to clear, but so a year is not that bad for this type of energy. He's saying that you are going to need some outside help to do that. But he's saying that's part of the journey. That's part of the expansion. So he's saying that you've got to look at it in that way. Like, be excited to clear this out. Don't feel like there's anything negative about it. Don't hold a negative association with it, because he's saying that this is a good thing, and he's saying that you'll move forward more quickly, you'll progress more easily if you don't, he's saying, disturb yourself with thoughts of, oh my God, this is going to take so long to clear this is going to take a year or whatever. Also, he's saying approximately. He's saying approximately a year. So he's kind of rounding it off. It might, you know, it might be like a year and 2 or 3 months or something, you know. It's not like um he's not saying exactly exactly this amount of time, but he's saying about in that time period, and in about like 9 months, like 8 or 9 months, you'll start to really kind of, I'm almost getting like a sigh of relief. You'll start to notice that things are really getting better as far as this goes. Where you feel like this has really started clearing off of you a lot more. Okay, so again, they're saying to just sit there and relax, and they want me to um, just for a minute, because I'm already a couple minutes over, to kind of just send you some more energies. This isn't even exactly clearing you. It's reminding me again about the water. So that's obviously pretty important because he said it like 3 or 4 times. And this is specifically the root chakra that I feel like I am supposed to send this energy to. And this is coming down into your legs also, and kind of coming around and then down the back of your legs. And then it's coming around your feet, and it's going back up, and it's going in this oval shape from the front of the root chakra to down the back leg. So it's going through like your hips and down your back and around your feet and back. So it's this oval like this. So they're trying to clear, they're clearing it off in this way also, this kind of mired physical energy, they're saying. Okay. Okay, so I went a few minutes over, but that is the end of the reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to read you, and I really hope that this benefits you and gives you some clarity as to how to remove this. Thank you so much. Namaste.